Hey guys, it's Sharika and welcome back to my channel. If you guys are new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe before you leave. I would love to have you. So today we are doing a huge seafood boil. I have lobster tails, crab legs, corn, and my mayo and mustard dip. For today's drink, I'm just doing a strawberry and mint leaf water. Where's my straw? All right. Okay, so let's go ahead and say grace. Amen. Hey, hey, how y'all doing? I know I've been MIA. I took 2 days off. Don't kill me. Y'all know it was my birthday, so I took some time off. Ooh. So thank you to everybody that wished me a happy birthday. My birthday was Friday. So we're gonna jump right in. Crab legs are from Rose, but y'all already knew that. I do have a story time today. Hold on. Shout out to my sister Quana. She sent me over some really good ones. Now this story is crazy, okay? I'm gonna let y'all know. It's a crazy story. I'm gonna try to shorten it up as much as I can just so we can get through the whole video, but I will have the link in the description box. So, there was this girl, we'll call her Felicia. So, Felicia met this dude when she was in 6th grade. They lived right across the street from each other. And Felicia was a really smart girl. The guy wasn't doing that great in school. So the mom asked if Felicia could tutor him. And it went from there. Of course, his grades got better. They remained friends. He always had a little crush on her, but she wasn't really paying him any mind. The dude's name was Chester. That was his real name, Chester. So she just remained friends with Chester, but she had a boyfriend. She ended up getting pregnant when she was in high school. Now, she lived with both of her parents, but her mom was like, no, you having a baby in my house, you gotta go. So she really didn't know where she was gonna go. She had her and her baby. She didn't know where she was gonna go. So again, her and Chester been friends since 6th grade. So he was like, well, I'm gonna just ask my mom, you know, if you could stay here. They live directly across the street. Mom said yes. And Felicia moved in. So once Felicia moved in, she decided, okay, well, she needed to go ahead and just get a job. But she still stayed in school. So she got a job, and Chester agreed to babysit. So he would watch her daughter, you know, do her hair, make sure she ate, everything. And Felicia really liked that about Chester, how close he was to her daughter. So she decided to give him a chance. Chester always liked her ever since the 6th grade, so they started dating. So while they was dating, she was still working and stuff like that. One of the co-workers would give her a ride home. Chester looking out the window. So, you know, they get like whenever they pulled up to the house, they just friends. So they talking, she talking to the guy that's dropping her off from work. And Chester is in there, smoke is coming out of his ears. He's just so pissed off. So Felicia walked in the house and Chester was like, what's going on with you and him? Now he's 16, 17 years old. He like, what's going on with you and him? Don't try to play me. You talking to him? Is that your little boyfriend on the side? How you gonna do me like this? Just going crazy. So she was like, boy, that's just my friend. He dropped me off from work. That's just my friend. So this was the first time that she saw Chester just get out of control. He done lost his mind. So Chester punches the wall. Scared the crap out of Felicia. Felicia runs out the house. The boy was just getting in his car. She's screaming, calling him. So the boy came up. She telling the dude, Chester just punched a hole in the wall. Because he think me and you got something going on. So the boy goes in the house, calm Chester down, telling him, you know, look, homie, that's just my friend. It's nothing like that. We work together, but it's nothing between us. And you need to calm down. Don't be scaring her like that. You know, she got a baby and she a female. Like, chill. So he was able to calm Chester down. And that was the first time, like I said, she saw his crazy side. So boom. Look at these, y'all. These things are huge. So Felicia graduates high school and decides that she's gonna go ahead and move out because she wanted to still be able to show her parents that she can be responsible and independent and, you know, get this thing done, take care of her daughter on her own. So she got an apartment. Now her and Chester is still dating, but she didn't allow Chester to come live there. And she wasn't trying to shack up. So on her birthday, Chester comes by. Chester has balloons, roses, whatever. So she's so excited. Her boyfriend, he always did sweet things for her. So, you know, of course she accepts the balloons. And he was like, well, I want to spend the night tonight. She was like, no, boy, because I got to go to work in the morning to get these bills paid. Like, you can't be, you know, she was being responsible. She knew if she let him spend the night, they was going to be up all night. All night. So she said, you know, come back tomorrow because I don't have to go to work the next day and, you know, you can spend the night then. This fool talking about, well, give me back my flowers and give me back my roses. So she was like, what? She threw the stuff at him and slammed the door. That was the second time he done did something stupid. So, of course, she forgave him. Now, months later, she's pregnant from Chester. So, you know, his attitude was a lot better at this point because, you know, now he's about to have his own baby with her. And it's a son. So he's very excited about that. So, you know, everything all good. But he still didn't live there. But he was there like all the time now. So one day they riding in the car. She big and pregnant. So she looked over. She like, well, why you so quiet? You been quiet all day. What's going on with you? He says, well, what's up with you and Tyrone? Now, Tyrone was this fine brother in the neighborhood that all the girls liked. And I don't know who told Chester that Tyrone and Felicia was hooking up. But Felicia wasn't having that. Felicia was like, boy, ain't nobody talking to no Tyrone. Like, don't believe everything you hear. So he was like, oh yeah. And punched her in the jaw. Right? And he said, I dare you to say something. Talk back. Talk back. And I promise you I'll drive this car off the cliff. So of course, she not gonna say nothing because she know this fool is crazy because he keep doing all this different stuff to her. So she told him, take her to her parents' house. She run in the house. She tell her daddy what's going on. Her daddy go out there to talk to Chester. Come back in the house and say, well, he love you, baby. He just angry. But he'll be all right. Y'all will be all right. Whatever, whatever. because the daddy just liked him so much for whatever reason. Boom, they back together. So now, oh, y'all, I'm so hungry. So she have the baby. So now he's there all the time. But he's always in the bathroom 2, 3 o'clock in the morning watching porno, right? And she knew that he was doing this, but she would just go in the, you know, go in there banging on the door like, I don't want you doing that in my house. Like, what are you doing? So he was like, well, you know, the only reason why I do this is because you can't give me what I want. So she was like, I just had a whole baby. Like, you know, we have to wait 6 weeks. So he was like, okay, well, you know, this is what I have to do. So he in there choking his chicken. But she said it was just like every day. Like, you in there doing that every single day. Like, come on now. Before, when I went in this situation, you wasn't trying to, you know what I'm saying? You wasn't trying to shake nothing then. But now all of a sudden, you just in there just on 10, 24/7. Like, no. So Mother's Day roll around. Her first Mother's Day with the new son. He's supposed to meet her at the house 8 o'clock. 9 o'clock roll around, 10 o'clock roll around. No Chester. When he show up to the house, he got scratches all over his face. So she like, well, what happened with you? What's going on with you? He was like, him and his homeboy got into a car accident. The dude totaled the car. So she cleaned him up. He went on about his day, whatever. A few weeks later, he come in the house another night. 2 o'clock in the morning. This time, he had a big gash from a knife on his face. But he had to go get stitches. Felicia, once again, well, what happened to you? He was like, some dudes tried to jump me. They told me to give up everything I had, and they cut me across the face. So Felicia was like, well, dang, you know, you keep getting into stuff. But she said she didn't really think nothing of it because they lived in a rough neighborhood. So, girl, one day Felicia in there getting ready to go out with her homegirls. Chester walk up behind her like, oh, you look cute. You know, flirting with her a little bit. So she like, thank you, boo. You know, I'm getting ready to go out with my girls. I ain't been out in a while, whatever, whatever. So he was like, all right, well, let's do something. So she was like, no, you know, I'm getting ready to go out. We'll handle that when I get back. I'll drink a little Hennessy and it's lit when I get back. But you gotta wait. So he just kept trying to, you know, pull her shirt up and all kind of stuff like that. And then he just slammed the door and he took advantage of her. And it wasn't like in a fun way. It was like a straight up rape. Like, she's saying no, she's screaming, she's crying, everything. So when he finished, he left her on the bathroom floor crying. She get up, she go grab her gun. That's how bad it was. She go grab her gun. She runs out and she points the gun at him. The neighbor starts saying, no, 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 don't shoot him. He got the baby. So this fool got the baby in his hand. She was like, just bring me back my baby. Just bring me back my baby. He was like, I ain't never bringing this baby back. I ain't never bringing this baby back. So she called 911. Now the neighbors are stopping him from leaving. But you know, they can't get too aggressive because he got the baby in his hand. The police come, they get the baby, give her back the baby, and they arrest him. Felicia go to her parents, tell them what happened. The daddy was like, well, you got the baby back, don't press charges, but just stay away from him. Don't press charges on him or whatever. So she said at this point she was done. Like, she is no coming back from that. Like, that was just too much. I'm done with it. So he was saying, well, I still want to see my son. So she said, okay, well, meet me at my parents' house, and we'll talk with my dad right there or whatever. So she was saying, you know, you can come see him this day, that day, whatever, but just stay away from me. So he was like, well, I still love you, going on and on. So the daddy was like, she said stay away from her. Like, now daddy getting serious, because that was a serious situation. Every situation was serious, but this time he saw the hurt in his daughter's eyes, and he was like, that's it. He can't take it no more. So after that, Chester said he was gonna kill her. He would harass her, call her house, threaten her, whatever. One day she driving down the street, she hit her brakes, it went straight to the floor. Her brother came to look at the car. Somebody had cut her brake line. So she getting all these harassing calls from Chester. So one day he rolled up on her. She said, stand back. He was like, no, didn't I tell you I was gonna get you? But see, little mama carried a little pistol with her. So she pulled it out. He was like, you're not gonna shoot me. She said, try me. He kept walking towards her. She closed her eyes. She shot him 7 times. When she opened her eyes, Chester was on the ground, but he didn't die. He stayed in the hospital for 10 weeks. So 10 weeks, soon as he got out of the hospital, he at her door. She would just drive off. Long story short, because the story is crazy, so y'all gotta watch it. It's in the description box. Long story short, she goes to her parents' house one day, and her mom said, did you hear about Chester? She was like, no, what about him? He was arrested for killing 11 women the nights that he was going out and coming back with those scratches and stuff. And this happened over like years. He had killed a total of 11 women, raped and killed 11 women. So she couldn't believe it. She was like, what? So that those times that he was coming back saying he got into a car accident, those were the women that actually, you know, tried to fight back. And so for all those women, he'll be put to death. I don't know if it's happened yet. When she was able to, you know, live to tell her own story. Crazy. So the link in the description box, girl, you gotta watch that one. Okay, y'all. So real quick, thank you to everybody that voted. I do think that Tony won the contest. We haven't got an official confirmation that he won, but I'm pretty sure he did. So I have the winner here in my phone, and you will be winning a gift card. So Inbox me on Instagram your Cash App name. And the winner is, drum roll please, Kayla Shanti. I'll put your name across the screen. Inbox me on Instagram your Cash App name and I will send you your money. Okay guys, so I hope you're done eating. If you're eating with me, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to click the next 2 videos at the bottom of the screen, and I will see you guys on the next one. Bye y'all.